Have you ever met somebody and felt an instant, unexplainable connection? Have you been in a relationship which was so strong in the beginning but left you emotionally drained? Have you ever been in a relationship which completely turned your world upside down? If yes, there are chances that you were in a karmic relationship. Today's episode is very special for me because this is the number one question that has been asked to me, and there is a lot of confusion about this. So today we are going to clear all your questions related to karmic relationships. Yes, these karmic relationships are some of the most powerful connection you may feel in your lifetime. They have the power to change your life for good or for bad. So let's start today's episode. Make sure you watch it till the end. Welcome to Detachment Circle, where we dive deeper into mindfulness, detachment, and spiritual wisdom to help you live with clarity and peace. My name is Siddharth Das, your guide in this journey to self-realization. Today's episode is for the hearts that have been cracked open by love. Not the fairy tale kind of love, but the love that feels like a storm. This kind of relationship which feels distant, electric, magnetic, and yet leaves you emotionally drained, confused, and stuck. We are talking about karmic relationship, a soul tie that has come not to complete you, but to awaken you. If you have ever been addicted to somebody who was never truly right for you, or trapped in a cycle of love and pain that feels impossible to escape, this episode is going to be your medicine. Let's quickly go over today's episode's agenda. Today we are diving deeper into karmic relationships, what they are and how to recognize them, why they are so emotionally intense and often painful, and the purpose behind these relationships. What are they trying to teach you? How to detach and break free from toxic karmic cycles. And finally, I'll answer your questions from Instagram about karmic relationship, closure, and healing. So karmic relationship, it is not a coincidence. And it is definitely not your forever kind of love. It is the relationship that burns through your illusions. In spiritual terms, a karmic relationship is a soul contract, an agreement made before this lifetime for the sake of learning, healing, and growth. It is not about companionship, it is about transformation. And karmic partners, they are not evil, they are mirrors. They reflect your deepest wounds, your fears, your emotional dependencies, and your patterns, your loops. And because of that, it feels incredibly intense. It is the kind of connection where, from the moment you meet, there is a feeling of familiarity, a strong connection, almost like a magnetic pull. You can't explain why, but you feel drawn to them, as if your soul knows them. And maybe it does. So unlike regular relationship, which grows slowly, karmic relationship feel instant and magnetic. You meet someone and feels like you have known them forever. But soon the connection becomes challenging, intense, and even chaotic. So these relationships are not here to bring comfort. They are here to awaken you. Here is a reflection exercise for you. Ask yourself, have you met someone with whom you felt a strong connection instantly, that magnetic pull? And you thought that this is the one instantly, but they left you emotionally drained, unsettled, and even broken. That is something for you to reflect upon. Now, while you reflect upon that, let's move on to our next segment, the signs of karmic relationship. How do you know whether you are in a karmic relationship? Well, here are some of the points you should note. The connection feel magnetic, urgent, obsessive from the very beginning. There are extreme highs and extreme lows, an emotional roller coaster. You keep breaking up and coming back again and again and again. The same arguments, same triggers, and pain keeps repeating. And you feel that they are the one, yet you constantly feel hurt. You lose your sense of self in the relationship. You have no idea who you are. You just live for their validation. You see red flags, but you are able to rationalize them, justify them with the reason maybe it is all meant to be. And the relationship consumes you more than it supports you. And the biggest giveaway, you grow more when you are just yourself. When you are with them, you feel suffocated. You are just not yourself. So here's the question for you. Which of these signs do you recognize in your own relationships? Are you confusing pain with passion? So what is the purpose of karmic relationship? What could be the purpose of a love that hurts? And the answer is awakening. Karmic relationships are not here to last, but they are here to teach. Think of them as mirrors. They are reflecting back the areas or the parts of you which needs healing. So these relationships are designed to shake you out of your illusions, to reflect on your emotional wounds, to trigger your healing, teach you self-respect, and push you towards inner work. Now, karmic relationships are designed to shake you out of your illusion, reflect your emotional wounds, trigger your healing, teach you self respect, push you towards your inner growth. Just like karma is not your enemy, it is your teacher. So these relationships, although they are very toxic, but they are here for a reason. They are here to bring you closer to yourself, but only if you are mindful of it, if only you are witnessing. Otherwise, these relationships will repeat over and over and over and over again, just like the karma. But karma this time is coming in the form of a relationship to teach you something. So these relationships can be a catalyst for a massive spiritual growth. But if you hold on to them, or if you are too blind to see the lesson, if you are not learning, then these relationships will keep on repeating and induce more toxicity in your life. So, why do you attract karmic partners? First of all, to resolve past life imprints. Sometimes we have unfinished karma with a soul from another lifetime, and we are drawn back together to complete what was left unresolved. Secondly, to break unhealthy patterns. These relationships force you to confront deep seated fears, insecurities, and emotional wounds. And thirdly, to teach self worth and boundaries. Many karmic relationships expose a lack of self love or an inability to set boundaries. So, the lesson for you is to recognize once the lesson has been learned without hating it, this relationship needs to be released with love. You need to learn to let go, to detach from it. So you do not heal through karmic love. You awaken through it. And then you must let go. So here is an exercise for you. Write a letter to your karmic partner. Tell them what they taught you, the lessons they have given you, and thank them and let them go with grace, with love, with peace. You may cry, let it happen. This is the heart releasing the lesson. Try it and let me know how it works. I would love to hear your opinions and your feedback. And if it helped you, do let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram. Let's try to understand more spiritually what is karma and what is this unfinished business. From the lens of karma, every relationship we enter has a purpose. We attract people not just through our conscious choices, but through our energetic patterns, karmic debts, and unresolved emotions. Some karmic partners are from past lives. There may have been betrayal, abandonment, or attachment that never got healed. So the soul came back, craving resolution. But it doesn't always come through peace, it comes through pain. Karmic partners triggers your shadow self, the parts you have buried, avoided, or denied. They come to pull those parts to the surface. They don't come to love you the way you want. They come to expose you to yourself. So here's something to reflect upon. What emotional or rational pattern keeps repeating in your life? What is that pattern you see in your life over and over and over again? Let's move to our next segment, how to detach and heal from this karmic relationship. One of the most challenging part of karmic relationship is knowing when to walk away. Because this magnetic pull can feel irresistible, even when you know it is unhealthy. But healing starts with an understanding why you are holding on. And the greatest gift of karmic relationship is the opportunity to practice detachment. The end goal. Detachment is not about indifference. It is about choosing awareness over obsession, love over attachment, clarity over chaos. Many people try to break a karmic bond through anger or blame, but the only way to dissolve karma is through awareness and forgiveness. Forgive them, not because they deserve it, because you deserve your freedom. You don't owe them a second chance. No. You don't need closure from them. Closure comes from within. When you say, the lesson is complete. When you show that you have changed. When you prove you're not the same self anymore. You have evolved. There are three ways to break free from karmic relationship. First of all, recognize the lesson, not the person. Majority of the time we are only seeing the surface. Instead of focusing on the person, focus on what they activated in you. What emotion do they trigger? Abandonment, rejection, low self-worth? Once you learn the lesson and implement it in your life, the attachment is already fading away. You're already walking in the path of detachment. Secondly, shift from reaction to awareness. Karmic relationships feed on emotional reactivity. Instead of reacting, start observing. Every time you feel triggered, pause. Ask, what part of me is still unhealed? Number three, practice detachment. I absolutely love detachment and how it makes you feel. So, letting go doesn't mean cutting the person off with anger. It means accepting what was, appreciating the lesson, and moving forward with peace. Now, you will be asking how to detach. Here is a quick tip for you. Every time you think about them, send them love and release them mentally. That would be a small step towards detachment. And a lot of times we are unable to identify this lesson. We are unable to think beyond our problems or emotional state. There are times when our mind is clouded, we cannot think clearly. When mind and body are so much in chaos, you will not be able to hear the message, the voice of the soul. Now, this is where a coach comes in, and this is exactly my specialty. I help you identify your own karmic patterns and not only identify them but also implement certain practices so that you can stop this repetition. You can come out of this karmic loop. You walk the path of detachment and become the best version of yourself, which is your true self. And that is the place where nothing can touch you. You become yourself because it is a journey to self realization. If you want to talk more or learn how to implement these practices, if you want to break free from these karmic patterns, then let me know. I'm right here for you. I would love to help you out and guide you. And in fact, there is a big announcement coming. Probably in our next episode, I'm going to announce something very big. You and I will be able to work together, and I'll be able to guide you in breaking free from your karmic loops. Please wait for our next episode where I'll be announcing that how you can do that. Let's move ahead and understand what our spiritual wisdom says about karmic relationships. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that peace comes not through fixing others, but through fixing your inner state. Shri Krishna tells Arjun, act with awareness, but without attachment to results. And this includes relationships as well. Bhagavad Gita teaches us the path to detachment. In Advaita Vedanta, they say, you are the witness, not the wound. You are not your heartbreak. You are the observer of it. When you stop identifying with this pain, it will no longer affect you. It will no longer has power over you. One of my favorite person, Osho, said something beautiful. Love is not relationship. It is a state of being. When you try to own another, you enter suffering. When you love freely without attachment, you taste freedom. Not only here, but Western psychology also agrees to the same fact. The science is only proving what spirituality has said centuries ago. Western psychology says many karmic relationships are trauma bonds, two wounded inner children clinging on to each other for safety, validation, and healing. But no one else can heal your inner child but you. Here's something to reflect upon. Ask yourself, am I trying to get love? Or am I trying to heal through someone else? Let's move on to our next segment, karmic versus soulmate versus twin flame. Now this is one of the most asked question from me. Let's try to understand now. See, the key difference I'll be telling you, karmic relationships are very challenging. They are turbulent. They are here to teach. They are often short term. Soulmate relationships, they are deep love and connection. They are more peaceful. There are fights here and there, but overall, your dominant emotion is calm. Twin flames, they are a mirror soul, intense but spiritually awakening. One of the biggest misconception is thinking a karmic partner is the one, but just because somebody feels so connected, it doesn't mean that they are your forever person. Sometimes their purpose was simply to lead you to yourself. I would love to take some questions from my Instagram followers about karmic relationship, and trust me, there are plenty. However, since we are short on time this time, what's going to happen is I'll be answering all of your questions in the next episode. So this karmic relationship episode will be continued in the next one, where we discuss a little more about karmic relationship along with answering majority of your questions. And not only that, the big announcement I'll be making, that will have a free giveaway for some people. I would love to address your queries. I am here for you to help you find your true self, to guide you to yourself. So just a quick recap. Karmic relationships are not curses. They are sacred storms. They are here to destroy your illusion and set you free. They are here to make you whole, not through another person, but by returning you to yourself. So next time, if you feel that you're pulled into a connection that feels like a destiny, ask yourself, is this person here to stay, or are they here to teach you? If you're hurting right now, know that healing is already happening. Trust the process. Thank the soul who triggered your growth and walk away wiser, softer, stronger. Maybe you are realizing you are being watchful of your thoughts, your emotions. You're trying to understand, not by overthinking, but by letting the answers come to you, by realizing the answers. Realization is the key here, not analysis or overthinking, please. So if you are being watchful, that means the healing is already happening. And if you need any help, I am right here. I am right here for you. And I'll guide you out of this misery to a beautiful, happy, and a peaceful life. Until then, trust the process. Thank the soul who triggered your growth and walk away wiser, softer, and stronger. If this episode touched you, make sure you follow the podcast. Share it with someone who has been through this and message me your experience. I would love to hear your story. Until next time, stay aware, stay free, and stay true to yourself. My name is Siddharth Das, and you're listening to Detachment Circle, your journey to self-realization. Thank you.